Alright folks, so what we have here is the Olight i3E CU, which is for copper, EOS flashlight. What I wanted to do is open this up, take a look at the flashlight, talk about it a little bit, and then maybe go outside and do a beam shot or two. But before we do that, why don't you go grab yourself a nice cold one, come on back, and we'll get started. Alright folks, so like I mentioned, this is an Olight flashlight. It's the i3E, and they've had a couple of different models of this. This one happens to be in copper. They have a bunch of different anodized aluminum ones. They come in red, green, yellow, purple, I think even burnt orange. And the EOS is the model of flashlight. This runs off of a single AAA alkaline or nickel metal hydride battery. Comes with a 5-year warranty. Max output is 120 lumens. Let's pull this up so you can see it. That's the only output is 120 lumens. It's waterproof IPX8, which means it can go 2 meters deep in water. If we take a look on the back, runtime with an alkaline battery. Let's see if we can pull this up a little bit. 35 minutes with a rechargeable 60 minutes. And it's got 590 candela, which is pretty low. So that means it's going to be a pretty floody flashlight. But this is a keychain flashlight. It uses a LUXEON TX LED emitter, which I've never heard of, but that's okay. I'm sure this is fine. These are relatively cheap. You can get them for about $20. Let's see what we got also in here. It's got some metrics in terms of the length, and it's 65 millimeters and long and 14 across, and it's 21 grams. When you take a look at it, it comes in this nice little case, which I will probably be throwing out. I don't think I'm going to keep it. Let's go ahead and open it up. And it does come with a battery. So let's get this open, put this battery in here, and then we'll be right back. Alright, we're back and we're taking a look at the flashlight. Hopefully this will zoom in, and you can see right here, it's got the branding. It's the Olight i3E EOS, and I guess it's a serial number or a part number. And you may say, hey, why would you buy a flashlight like this? This was about $20, like I mentioned. I think you can get a non-copper one for, I think, $10 or $11 off of eBay. And I have other flashlights this size, and I've shown other flashlights this size. I bought this for one reason, and one reason only, is because it's copper, and I think copper's cool, and I got bit by the copper bug. Let's go ahead and turn it on. As you can see, it's 120 lumens. I don't think it's anything fancy, and I don't think you can expect a whole lot from, a smaller flashlight battery like this. When you take a look at some of the other EOS flashlights, you can see this one even has the markings on here for it. You can put a pocket clip on here that faces tip down, but this is kind of smooth, and it comes with this little ring. So I think this is meant to be more of a pocket light or a hook to your keychain, and I'm going to use it as a pocket light. I don't really think there's a whole heck of a lot to talk about here. You turn it on by twisting the bezel a little bit, turn it off the same way. Not a whole lot of features. It's not feature rich. It's just kind of cool. The copper is, like I said, is why I bought it and why I think it's cool. Let's go outside and do a couple of quick beam tests or show and tells on beam shots and see what we think. Alright folks, we're outside, and the first thing I wanted to do was just do a quick beam shot of up close in the grass. And this is probably 8 feet or so away from the end of the flashlight. And you can see it lights it up pretty good. And as I mentioned before, it's more of a floody light than something that would throw really far. Let's go ahead and see if we can pan up easily out to the street. And so you can see that sidewalk down there. That is probably about 10 yards, 15 yards, something like that. And then out into the street, we're looking at 10 to 15, 15 to 20 by across the street. So it lights it up. There it is without it. There it is with it. It lights it up. Doesn't do the best job. Really floody, but this is really good. Nice, perfect little EDC type flashlight, and that's what I'm going to use it for. Runtimes on it aren't particularly long. 30 minutes for alkaline. Rechargeables are about an hour. I think I mentioned 120 lumens. Works pretty well. I'm happy with it. I'm glad I picked it up. Thanks.